Well, the thing about technology is that it's always changing. And if you want to stay on top of technology, well, that's going to cost you some money. Well, what do we have here? We have a big pile of money. Happens to be in aluminum form. Let's see what we have here. Oh, baby. Look at that. Yes. Well, if I am going to be a professional tuner, I need to stay abreast of all the developments and the horsepowers. So, I remember a few years ago, Eric Weingartner was at PRI, or maybe it was SEMA, I don't remember. And he said these heads were coming out, and it took a few years, but sure enough, eventually they came out. And I'll never forget what he said. He said these heads are going to obsolete all other LS3 cylinder heads. Color me intrigued. I always figured I'd get a set, but I also figured probably wait a couple years after they came out so that they could work out all the kinks and whatever porting program or who knows what else. Well, I had an excuse in that now that as a professional tuner, I need to stay on top of things. And it being Father's Day, and I laid the guilt trip pretty heavily on the wife, I ought to get a set. And the gamble worked. Look at these beauties. Look at that. Let's see if we can. Hey, you know what? Best part? Made in the USA. So I believe these were cast in Iowa, and then this is the Brian Tooley port job. Look how smooth that is. And I believe all the porting and machining was done right in Tennessee. Definitely heavier than normal factory head. Look at that. The interesting thing is these are LT valves in an LS motor. And then you got to use the LS1 style rockers, the straight and the non-offset ones, which is pretty interesting to me. So my Gen 4 is going to have Gen 3 rockers and then Gen 5 valves. It's wild. But anyway, pretty shiny. Very nice, very nice. So, I was originally planning, I'll show you the rockers in a second, which are interesting. I was originally planning on running the CHE trunnions, but apparently you can't. So, Brian Tooley makes, I guess he redesigned the rocker arms to be stronger and better than stock. So they're like stock plus rockers. And they have a bearing trunnion in there. So apparently it's supposed to be pretty good. I'm not wild about the bearing, but apparently it's legit. It won't break and scatter its guts all over. So we're going to slap these on. Oh, first thing, a few other things you need. You have to get different set. You got to get the Gen 5 spark plugs. And obviously I got to measure push rods and stuff. And I'm going to measure piston to valve clearance and free time. I don't know. I need free time to install these things. Anyway, stay tuned for more power. All right, one other thing before I go. I did want to show you the rockers. So these are the ones with the pre-installed trunnions on there. And I didn't explain the whole point of the canted valve head. And that if we just look at these two here, I don't know how well this is going to show, but essentially, hopefully you can see that the intake is angled like this and the exhaust is angled like that. And the whole point of that is as the valve opens, the valve tip, or not the tip, the head, pushes its way away from the cylinder bore. So it unshrouds itself as it opens to allow more airflow. The other thing, if you can see, this intake valve is pushed a little bit further that way. Like if you just look at the space here between the rail, and then here's the exhaust valve. See if we can make that a little bit more clear. You can see the intake valve is closer to this side and the exhaust valve is closer to here. So the valves are kind of rotated that way to optimize airflow. All right, that's enough for the addendum. Also, shout out to my dunkle from another uncle, Andrew Dunkle. Be sure to hit up Looney Tunes Racing for all kinds of your parts, and he also tunes cars and stuff. So feel free to reach out to Andrew. He certainly has done me good, and I appreciate his service.